Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm Melody. I'm the branch manager here at the Maximum One Airport location. Today, we are definitely delighted to have our very own Bryant Miller. He will be going into Homesnap apps as well as Showing Time and just kind of diving deep, just going over the benefits of it. Why is it useful? Why do you need it? So if you have any questions, definitely put them in the chat box or in the Q&A. This is not a CE credit. So this is just for your own personal growth and development. So definitely enjoy yourself. Without further ado, I'll turn it over to you, Brian.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Like I said, it's I'm a more or less hands-on type of person, so it's gonna be a little more interactive. Um, so pretty much Bryant Miller. I am with Maximum One. Of course, I'm a realtor and real estate investor and mentor. Can y'all see my screen first off, before I just start rambling?
Yes,
And
I
I
can
have,
see your screen.
okay. And I have two screens over here too, so um, as we go and if I'm looking over, I'm not ignoring anything. So first off, showing time, game changer. Showing time appointment sale for center for buyers and sellers. So we're gonna literally I'm gonna come out of this and then I'm gonna do like an example of how I would like use showing time for a buyer and a seller. And then you could do like different cool things like use do driving routes and everything through like Georgia MLS. So I'm gonna come out of this and we're gonna go to Georgia MLS. So I already have it on the. There's another quick thing. Put it on your little toolbar. If you use it a lot, just put it up there. Going to actually go into the Maximum One site, or not Maximum One, Georgia MLS, and then we'll go to. Let's do for like buyers first. So go through Paragon. Once you go through Paragon, we'll just find some listings. So you see you have like showing time over here. That's a little quick toolbar over there. And then let's say you found we got to get some houses. So let's just take down not much on the market, which is still funny. So let's just go show all and then pick the few houses. First ones that kind of come up. So we're gonna do Swainsboro, Smyrna, nowhere near our area. So say for instance, you go through, find all the houses that you want for your client, and you want to schedule these for a particular time. So you're gonna go to uh, driving directions first. So you're gonna go into this more tab and then driving directions. And depending on which office you're out of, it'll auto populate what office it come, and then you could go to like get directions. So it kind of draws out a map for you um, from this is the Atlanta office right here, and then you can move this around based off of how you want to end up. So I like to come back to my house, closer to my house. So I pretty much put this to where it's like around this area or so. So wherever your house is, you can do it that way. So that's just the driving directions. Now we're going to go to put this on silence. Showing time. All right, so you can also do it through showing time too. So you can go to, you have your regular stuff in here, auto populate it. And depending on how you want to be confirmed, you could do either your email or phone. I like the text message, especially when I'm in the field. I can go back through the text message like, all right, this is the address that I had this is the agent's contact information, or you could do it from the email, whichever one you prefer. So you're gonna go to add to cart, and then you're gonna pick the date that you guys want to go out. So say for instance, we're going out at 8 o'clock. I mean, not 8 o'clock, today on the 8th. And then you can put your buyers in here. I like to list all of them to keep them separate to see, because at the end you can show how many buyers that you show a particular home if you want to get like deep into it. Like, all right, I showed Jordan Green 30 different houses, and then I showed Latanya Anvis like 3 houses. And then you can go back and figure out, you know, what could you have done better to show less houses and get the same amount of value. So we're just gonna go to new and testing, or testing, whatever. I don't put that information in there because I don't want to do that. I think it may text them. So now you popped up and you have all your different addresses. Now right down in them, well, we'll go from right to left. So you got your addresses on the left side. Then you got their appointment type. So see, this one says go and show, so you can automatically just go and show that. Appointment status. Once we actually put these in, then they will show you confirm or deny it. And then this is the this appointment time right here. You have like the pickup time. So you can, just depending on what your buyer, what time you guys agreed upon and what time is in showing time for the sellers, then you just do particular times. And what's really nifty right here, it gives you the mileage between each showing and then an estimated time to get there too. So obviously we just picked random ones, so these are far off, but you wanted to have it like close as possible. And sometimes I like the go and show, you know, sometimes, especially with all the bidding wars and things going on right now, like the go and show, I try to put those in between some of the ones that we have to go see, because it's just like a time barrier. So I'm like all about time management. So I try to be there. Well, I get there at least 15 minutes early for my showings. And then in between each showing, I put like a 30-minute buffer, depending on what this time says. So this is, so we're gonna scroll down a little bit, try to get this map bigger. So let's say we're gonna start from wherever you're, so you can either start from the office or from where your house is. A lot of us are mostly starting from home now or working out of the house. So we'd be like, all right, what's the closest one to our house? Or what's the furthest one away from my house? And then you kind of work back towards your house by the end of the day, especially if you want to work around like traffic and stuff. So you can be like, all right, I want to start at number 3, since that's the furthest one out. So you're going to change this, going to come over here on this number side, and then you're just going to change that to 1. And then you want to do 5 at 2. Oops. And then number 4 at 3. And then number 2 at 4. And then this one, just say this is our house. We want to end up right back right there, 5. And then you're going to press this update button, and it's going to repopulate the route, right? And so you can go in and be like, all right, so we're going to be here first. Then it's going to take us, 3 hours and 30 minutes to get to this next stop. So we want to put a buffer time in. So we're going to pick this time. I'm just doing, say, 10:15. Hit save. You can put like any different notes for the seller in there or the seller's agent if you want. So we're going to do that one in 10:15. So now it's going to approximately take 3 hours and 31 minutes to get there, right? So now we're going to, what I put, 10:15. 10:15, so 11, 12, probably about 1 o'clock. That gives us a little buffer time, or you can do like a 12:45 and then have like, and see, this client can only show it at a certain time. So that would be perfect then. So we'll do 1 o'clock to, I do like a 30-minute buffer. But like, I still had the showing in between this and this time. So, and then this next one is just 12 minutes away. So you want to give us and you know your client, because sometimes they may like, staying in the house a long time. Just get a feel for your client. And if you're kind of late, then just let the other agent know. So 12 minutes, say give them about 15 minutes in the house. I do that one about 1:45. And then this next one takes about an hour to get to. So 1:45, do about 3 o'clock with some traffic. Around that 3 o'clock time, traffic kick in. So you got to add a couple of extra minutes on there. And then the next one is about 1:30. So let's do hour 30 plus that. And then once you hit that, then you can press send request. I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to go show none of these. No, actually, I am going to do it. I just cancel it. So now I got my times, my buffers. The clients already wanted me to, they already agreed to the time. So now I'm going to send all these requests out. All right, so now as they start confirming them, then this is going to change, and I'm going to start getting text messages as well. This one's already going show. So what I would do is just know this one is confirmed. Let me see, I got the text message already stating, hey, one client, this one for 111 New Life in Swainsboro, already confirmed, but it was an automatic confirm. So cool. So now I go and do something else while everybody else kind of confirms things. And this is kind of late, so they're probably not going to confirm them. But the other thing that I like to do is, well, this really once it's confirmed, I'm going to go back. All right, so now you could go back to ShowingTime. Boom. Where's that? Action ShowingTime. No, not this one. Go back to ShowingTime. It's a way I can view. So you can print this out, and it's normally only happens once. Let me see if it show it like that. Yeah. So you can print this out, and you can do a turn-by-turn direction, and you can send this to your client as well, so they can see. So you can give them a buyer version. It's not, and then you can do the agent version for you, because that's gonna give them their phone number, their realty company, their email address. You can do that one for yourself, and then this one for your buyer. So you don't want them to have all that information, because they get nosy and they start calling and all that good stuff. So put them a buyer version, and then they have your information at the top. And you can be like, all right, at the first stop, you either hand this to them, or you could just print this out. Or I'm show you the save as PDF, and then you can hand it to them, print it out and hand it to them. Or you can do this and then email it to them like, hey, this is the houses that we'll be seeing today. And so it makes you look a lot more professional. You don't have to give them like 1,000 sheets with each particular listing and all that good stuff. You save paper. We're showing a lot of houses right now, and this house is $10,000 that I'm looking at. Okay. So any questions on that? I guess let me go back to this video thing. Any questions on ShowingTime Appointment Center, how you can use it? And matter of fact, let me cancel these things before they start tripping. I go back and cancel these things. No question. Is everybody unmuted or can talk if they need to?
Yes, everybody should be.
Okay. I was about to say just making sure. actually don't know how to cancel these. Yeah, be all right. Cool. So so another one just confirmed. So as they confirm, I'm gonna just go. You can go through the cancel and showing time on your phone, and then cancel the appointment. Reason, bad time, or whatever the reason is. So that's why I like to send it to my phone. So if I'm in the field and I know I'm gonna be late, we're running behind, then I could just come through. Can I see my phone? Come through whatever system or whatever text message they do. You hit showing time, and then it's gonna pop up. They did agree to it, and then you cancel for whatever reason, or if you need to move the time back because you're gonna be late, running into traffic, the buyers was late, whatever the case may be, you can do everything from your phone at that point because you'll be in the field and you don't really have time to open back up your computer. Cool. So that's for the buyers. Let me refresh this and y'all can testing test. Boom. So that is them. Cool. As the other ones come through, I will cancel those as well. So that's 2 or 3 ways, and now you have like a driving route that you can actually see. You can show your buyers some things, and then you'll be a lot more on time for your scheduled appointments. Now for sellers, I like it as well. Let me see. Just sold all the listings, so I don't have nothing I can really. Let's see. Got a package. For listing setup. Let me see if something's in here. Because I don't think you can do it without a listing. I don't think you can. So that may not be a good.
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Let's see if this happens.
Yeah. I'll just touch base with you, see if you got a chance to talk to Mr. Bryant.
I did. Talk back with him because we talked a long time, and then I had another.
Hey, Melanie.
Yes, I'm here.
I don't know if y'all want to be all in a conversation.
I know that that may have been someone speaking on their end. I just muted them though.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. It may get a little some. Trying to mute them. All right. So due to the market being how it is, all the listings are under contract. So it's going to be kind of hard. I never did it without. Let's see. Without having, no, I don't need to go in there. A listing. Let me see. Maybe it's one of these other ones. I'm just trying to show you guys how to set up for the sellers to make your life easier. Let me see if it let me go in here. So this one. No, it's not gonna let me do it, I don't believe. It's pretty much setting up the listing for the sellers to where the sellers will get text messages as they come in, and we'll be notified as well. But if you don't have an actual listing to put it on, then I'm not able to show. Let me see. Showing cart. Boom. a few of them back. So yeah, it's still on the buyers. Okay, so I'll try my best to explain it without actually showing you, but pretty much you go through, go to your listings. Boom. So you're in Paragon, and you'll go to your listings. Boom. Listings, and then you go to maintain listings, which is right here. He said market's gone, I ain't got no listings right now. Oh, I did have one that I withdrew. Let's see, a while back. All right, so this is the listing, right? We're gonna go to set action and then showing time setup. Cool. So when that happens, then you'll have the owners, my information, the owner's information. And then based off of what the seller says, then you can do like a courtesy call or just go and show like that. Like we did the example for the one in Swainsboro, it was like go and show. So if the seller's not in the house and then like, man, they can see whenever, you'll push that one. But if it's appointment required, you do appointment required. Then it's a listing agent and company showing. That depends on you. And you just hit yes or no based off of that answer. For this, you will be getting blown up right now. I've had a listing that had like over 130 showings. So put it to either, text or email. I wouldn't suggest both. So I just want the text message. So I take the email. But if you want all of this showing, if you want showing time to call you, you push all of them. That's based on you. Don't want the seller to get too blown up either. So I pretty much just leave them in a text message. And what this is going to do is every time somebody puts in a showing request, it's going to notify me and it's going to notify the seller. I really wanted to notify the seller to say, hey, if you're in the house, to base off what we say at the listing appointment, that, hey, do you need, how many hours do you need in order to get out the house? Because I want you to leave. Reason being, just buyers they feel more comfortable if they can just, fill it out and things. So I always like to request my sellers to actually leave the property. So like, all right, how many time are you working from home right now? Do you have the dog you're gonna need to put up? Do you need kids you got to get out the house? Or how much time do you typically need in advance in order to show the house? So based on what they say, you put this many hours. So say for instance, 1 hour, and then the length of the appointment, I only like to do like 30 minutes. If it goes over, cool, but that's just in like 30-minute increments. And then allows showing overlaps. So it just depends. Like if I do overlaps, it makes it look like, the listing is really busy. And like, all right, in the other buyer's perspective, they're going to be like, all right, man, well, a lot of people are showing this house, let's make a competitive offer type of deal. Or if they want it spaced out, that's cool as well. Whichever one your preference is and what you and the seller agree to, you just put that right there. Now, this is really special. Like, instead of people ask you, what's the gate code and what's the pin code and all that good stuff, you can type everything in right here. So if it's a condo or a fenced-in neighborhood, you just put your gate code in right here. So once this gets approved, all of this stuff gets sent over to the agent. What type of lock box is it on? Where's the super? There you go, super iBox. But if you got a combination lock, that's a combination, and it's change it right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 for the combination. The location is on the front door. Then access note, like, hey, most agents probably won't read this, but if they call and ask and leave a voicemail, I'll be like, check the showing time notes. Front door doesn't lock or something like that. Door doesn't lock. Whatever note you want to put in there, based off that seller's position, you put it right in here. Because as soon as they get an exception, then it's gonna go straight to their phone in the note section that I just had, and they give them everything they need to know about the listing. So be as thorough as possible with this. It's gonna save you a lot of time and a lot of headache, and you can enjoy more life with your family and friends and show more houses or whatever else you want to do. All right, so once you get all this filled out based off of your conversation with the seller, then you press save, and then you can always send like a test for them. I'm not gonna send a test for them on this particular one, but once you send a test to your phone, like, all right, this is what, then I call the seller up immediately and say, hey, this is what it look like when a showing request come in. You can press yes for they can see it or no for they can't see it. And then if you press no, then I'm gonna call you like, all right, well, why couldn't they see it? So I can give that agent feedback. Is it another time? Is it a bad time? Whatever the case may be. So you can get that information to the buyer's agent. If they needed some restriction times, like, all right, I don't want to show on this day because I have a barbecue, a birthday party or something. You can just say not available for the reason. The time restriction is gonna be, I'm gonna have a Johnny's birthday party from 4 o'clock to 11 p.m. So I don't want to show nothing that day. And then you can save the showing restriction. Oh, it's one time today. And then it's gonna block off everything from 4 to 11 that whole day. So once the agents go through the showing time, they already know that it's blocked off. Pick another time that's open. That's gonna save you a lot of time. And then, like I said, if they just got, they got to repeat, you can do repeat. They don't want to show on Sundays because they're the Lord. You ain't got to do it on Sundays. Like whatever their situation is, just tailor it to them. Each particular seller, everybody's gonna be different. So figure out what they want and then make it happen. And you can do it all with, showing time. So that's for the sellers showing times. We got the buyers, we got the sellers, and then we did the driving routes, and that was all through Georgia MLS or Paragon, which is within Georgia MLS. Now, you can do it through FMLS too. I personally don't like it, never learned it. Well, I did learn it, but I like this one better. So that's that. Any questions on anything on showing time before you move on to like Homesnap, the Homesnap app? Questions, comments, concerns? Nope. Cool. Well, let's keep rolling. How do I do this? All right, so that is, pre-work while I'm at home, more or less. Now, this next app that I use, this is the actual app. So I have to kind of show my phone for it. But this app is pretty much Georgia MLS. So it's how I use it and how easy access it is. So I'm gonna leave that screen up. And I'm gonna just pull up like the Homesnap app. I have a few apps on my phone. One is the main one is Homesnap. You got the Super E key, of course. Realtor.com, Zillow, Deal Machines, my investing app, RPR, Chime, and then the FMLS. But like I said, I mostly use Homesnap. So pull up the Homesnap app. It's coming up. So pretty much in the Homesnap app, sometimes you're in an area and you did not see the listing on like Georgia MLS or anything, but you see a sign in the yard. So pretty much you can pull up this, it's a little picture in the top right corner of it. It's like a little picture in the top corner picture thing. So what you're gonna do is just pull that up and then you could take a picture of the house and it'll give you like the address of it. And then if it's on the MLS, you just take a picture. It shows up like a little house thing. And so you'll take a picture of it. Let's see if I can do it on this house. No, it may. Actually, it did. So I just took the picture of my neighbor house from the side actually, and then pulled up their address. So, and that happens sometimes. It's not even listed yet. You can get in contact. Well, you get in contact with the person instead of saying, "Well, I don't know what the address is." You can just pull it up and say, "Hey, I'm in front of 123 Main Street. I saw your sign was in the yard. What's going on with it? Are you about to list it soon? Is it on hold? What's the status on this particular property?" And then you just have a conversation from there. We're like, "Hey, can we see it now? Are y'all about to put it on the market in 2 days? Well, is the owner home? Can I see it now? Get a head start on it and make an offer or whatever the case may be." So that's one of the main reasons why I like Homesnap app. Also, sometimes the seller or the buyers are in the car with their husband or one like, "All right, well, what about this house?" And so say they just randomly pick a house and it's this one off of Stockbridge. So they found a house in Stockbridge and they want to go see the house in between the next houses. And we're like, "Hey, we already over here. Can we see it now?" I always let my buyers know, we are on a scheduled appointment. I can see if we can fit it in, but if not, then we may have to, come back to it, or we still need to get it verified with the seller. So pretty much, if that happens and we have some little time, you can scroll down on the Homesnap app and then hit showing time. Hit the showing time request, and showing time will pull up from your phone now. You go from testing is already in there. So I press testing, showing this house. I want to do it right now at 10:45, and then we'll just do showing time right from the phone and see if they will answer. And as soon as I send the showing time, if it's like go and show or whatever, then I just go and show. If it has to go to the agent or the seller, then I just call the seller up right now and I'm like, "All right, can we see this house? We're literally in the neighborhood, and we wanted to see it before we went to our next house. Can we see it, please?" Or whatever your script is for that. What else can you do on the Homesnap app? Taking pictures of the house, the address to pull up. You can see the different. You can pull up different agents' profiles. You can find different agents. They got all kind of stuff in here. I try to keep things simple, so I don't use all this stuff, but use it for your benefit. You can message agents through here. I'm not gonna lie, I don't ever answer nobody on here. It's just weird, but you have that option, and then it pulls up different homes in the area as well. While you're in the area, you can just press, in the area. Let me do this Stockbridge house. So the Stockbridge house that I was just talking about, doing showing time, you can kind of run a quick comp on it. This moves, there you go. A quick comp. So these two homes look like they just sold for 165. That's in red. Orange means under contract, and green means active, which is probably not really active nowadays, but it's another story. So there goes the orange one right there. So you get a quick gist of, if they listed the house properly. Still probably need to come home and do a thorough comp evaluation. But this is a quick way and to see if any other house that looks similar is in an area that didn't come up when you was doing like your first showing time request. Because sometimes things just pop up. Either they just listed it didn't show up, or didn't fit the criteria, whatever the case may be. I've actually sold a few houses like that. Well, this one looks kind of similar. You want to go check this one out? We end up making an offer. So that's what I like to use mainly for the Homesnap app. I guess any questions on Homesnap app or the showing time requests? While I take a sip. Oh. All right, cool. So we'll go to marketing now. Like just different little marketing strategies to expand your business or network or anything. So a lot of different marketing tactics I use. Real big on networking events. I think one year, I think I was going somewhere for like every month. I'm talking about like out of the state, different. Like I said, I'm in real estate investing, pretty heavy, and yeah. So I would go to a networking event, not just in state. I was in all of them in the state, but I was going out of state, traveling to different states, meeting people in different uh, states, zip codes, whatever the case may be. So you could do REI, no, well, the Georgia Rios, it's like 3 or 4 of them in Georgia, and then they're all nationwide as well. So we go to those. We go to different real estate investing conventions and networking events and conferences. You go there, you'll meet a lot of investors. You got a lot of new investors coming up, and you got a lot of seasoned ones. Pick which one that you want to niche. Do you want to help out? Do you want to help new people, invest in real estate, either rental properties or flip properties, or do you want somebody that's already doing about 50 deals a year flipping, these different houses or buying their different properties? Now I would say on the investing end, it's a dog eat dog world. Like if the investor not getting their numbers or they have a lot of other people selling them houses as well, like you just got to be the first to the deal and make it make sense to them. And then for the new people, they just gonna need a lot more hand holding because it's probably their first deal. They got $10,000 and they want to make that thing stretch. So they're gonna look at probably like 100 different deals before they buy anything. But once they get that first one, and hopefully it's good, get them out of the market, and you may be straight. So that's just your preference on where you need to go, and what you want to do, or if you just want to invest yourself, like you can buy the deal, you can find the deal, buy the deal, flip the deal, and then turn it into a rental property. So, but you're at the end of the day, you're at that networking event for a purpose. So just know what you're going for, either to meet someone, to get additional business for new, get some older investors, get people to send you deals, or what's your purpose while you're going to the investing or the networking event. So that is that. Another text confirmed just came through, so I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this real quick. Reschedule. No, I don't want to reschedule. I want to cancel. Okay. Oh, they want me to reschedule. I just cancel it. Cool. So that's the good thing about that. You could go on about your day once you schedule out everything. And then at the end of the day, you'll just be like, all right, this one came through. We got all these approved. And then we're good to go. So that's really good about that. Still working for us. I like not working. I don't know about y'all. All right, so you can host your own events. So Zoom and Live, like even this, I host home buying seminars, or especially during like the COVID time. I was doing like the in-person home buying webinars or home buyer seminars, but I moved it to the home buying webinars. So you literally just get a PowerPoint like this pulled up. You have your steps to how you get into home ownership. You can get a lender if you want to. You don't have to get a lender. I have a lender that joined me We give like a incentive away. I think we've been giving like $100 gift cards away. And I think on that very first one, this was right during COVID. We got somebody in the event, got approved for like 3 something, and then they was closed by the next month. And then we just closed another one from that same event not too long ago. So those work. You could put your information on like Eventbrite, put it on your social media pages. You could put it on like meetup.com, put it anywhere on the marketing channel, and just go through the process. You do this process every day. Just tell them, what they should look for in a home, appraisals, earnest money, what to do for looking for a home, get pre-approved first, all that good stuff. Throw it in a PowerPoint, market it, get people on, follow up with them, close the deal, do it again. So that's the Zoom. So Zoom and live. And I actually like Zoom better because you don't have to leave the house. Get them pre-approved. Like I said, if you have a lender with you, you can have them explain the different programs that they have, or if they qualify for the program, what's the different DTIs that you need to have. So that's on the Zoom, and then they can split the cost with you. Or if you work with multiple lenders, you can just do it yourself, and then based off of each situation, you disperse them to different lenders. Because I have different lenders that do different things. Some for investing, some for first-time home buyers, some for VA buyers, some for rehabs, all that good stuff. So if you just wanted to do it yourself and then disperse them as see fit, then you could do that also. And then of course you have the live events. I used to do a thing called Deal Makers, where I have a bunch of investors come in and we'll talk about different deals that they have, different off-market deals, more or less, that they have that they won't looking to sell, or they was looking to get into real estate investing. So we would, give them the process. We'll come analyze your deal, say if it's a good deal or not. And then more than likely, like if it was a good deal, the deal would close before we even left the event. So I'm probably about to start that back up soon. But that's another good networking event that you can do to build accountability, build credibility, and then just network with people. I like meeting people. You also do like open houses. Right now, man, I have a buyer's agent right now, and she showed me a picture the other day. They had police standing outside the house. It was like cars was lined up down the street. So some of these people are looking on like Zillow. So they're coming in by themselves unrepresented, and some of them are coming with actual agents. So we don't really care about the ones that come with agent, but everybody else that's coming with no agent, you can get their contact information if you have what's the thing, Chime. I'll pull up Chime real quick too. Boom. If you have Chime, you could come in here and do like an open house. Bear with me, I gotta find this thing. You can do an open house menu that will, I think it's on this one. No, that's my actual web. No, this might be it. I'm gonna find it. You can do a template for, there you go. No, that's still not it. Let me move this thing around. There you go. Open house forms. So pretty much you have an open house, and I guess the biggest thing about this is like the open house doesn't have to be your listing. Like it's a lot of agents out here that don't want to do open houses. So we'll come in, do an open house form. It'll automatically grab these. So say for instance, who's on here? Fred Ragland, he has a listing that you don't necessarily want to do an open house for. I'd be like, hey, Fred, you mind if I do an open house for you? I take care of all of the marketing. I take care of everything. I just want all the leads that I come in with. And then on Fred end, it's going to look really good for his seller because he has somebody coming out doing marketing in his house. So, all right, Fred agrees to it, right? So then just say this is Fred's house, whatever. What you're going to do, you'll just put the information in, or the listing in. It's going to put your information. It's going to have the house. And when they come in and sign in, they just put their first name or their name, their email, phone number. Are you working with an agent? Do you have a house to sell? All the important questions. And then how much you want to pay for a house. Then submit. Once you submit it, it's automatically going to go into your Chime system, and you have another lead to follow up on. Instead of putting like on pen and paper, which I used to do, but I don't have it no more since I learned how to do this. They automatically get put in the Chime. You have your drip sequence that goes on them, and you're good to go after that. So that's open houses. So you'll get a lot of leads through open houses, and then the people that come in with agents, I've had them put their stuff on a book or something. Because I think it's if you ask still for the I'm gonna leave that on. So that's open houses, and then of course you got cold calling for marketing. So if you're calling expired to FISBOs or off market deals, whatever you're calling, just call, get the script, and then make sure you have a good follow up game. Because a lot of times we'll call and make the connection, but we don't actually follow up with them, so they don't. They end up selling with somebody else. So if you do cold calling, make sure you have a system in place to where they get followed up with, and you stay top of mind when they are ready to sell or buy or whatever the case may be. Cool. I think I went over a lot in a short amount of time. Any questions? Did we know all of this? Is it just old news, or was it good? Is it valuable? It's stuff in the chat. Okay, no. Cool. If you got something out of it, just drop a 1 in the chat then. A 1. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just a 1. If you didn't, put like a 2. Cool, got some 1s. Bet. So I guess you got anything, Miss Melanie? Oh, she muted everybody.
Yes, I'm here. Let's see if anybody had any questions. If you have any questions, you have been unmuted.
Oh.
Or you can raise your hand, or you could put it in the chat box.
Yeah.
Questions, comments.
Blurt it out.
Feedback.
Right. Nada. What did he say? Like somebody trying to say something. Cool beans. Well, if nobody else got anything, or got anything else they want me to go over, any questions about anything off topic with regards to real estate anyways? Oh, yeah. No. Well, if y'all are good, I am good. Guess I did a good job. Hope y'all learned something today. I guess if anything pops up, you can email me at bryant@bryantmillerrealtygroup.com, or you can reach out to me on all social media platforms. Bryant Miller, IG, CEO Bryant B. Miller. And that's it. And these text messages still coming in from the little showing time request. So that's why I like that so much.
All right, Brian. Well, if you don't have anything else, thank you so much again for taking the time out to teach the class today. We're definitely grateful for you. You did leave your information, so if anyone needs to reach out to you, definitely give them a phone call, send them an email. We're all here to help.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, Brian, you enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay.
All right, thank you. And thank you guys again for joining us. If you are interested in any of our classes, definitely stay connected with us. You can go to the mx1training.com calendar where you will be able to view all of the upcoming classes. All right, everybody, have a great Thursday.